Hey, this is Ronnie, and this is the Rescue Ronnie Show. Today, I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about perseverance and sticking the course. Come check it out. Alright, so this video that I was talking about is basically about not giving up, sticking the course, and working through things and persevering, basically. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Ronnie Sylvia, born in the Bay Area, Daly City, but basically raised out in Sacramento for the last 30 years. So this is where I know, like, and trust. 3 kids, beautiful wife, and just happy to just love these kids and love my wife. It's just a great time in life. So basically, behind rewind things is I grew up playing sports basically my whole life, competitive situations, really loved it and took to it. Always have been real hard working. I was undersized and had to just persevere through things. Played college football for 4 years, 2 years at Sierra College, and then 2 other years via scholarship at New Mexico Highlands University. All right, so basically the reason why I mentioned the sports situation is because that is the main reason why I started my next journey, is becoming a fireman. I was a fireman for 2 years with Cal Fire, and then 5 years total as interning and all that stuff. So I basically threw every resource that I had into this job, money and time, a lot of time, energy, and all that stuff. But it helped me, and it aligned some of the things that I really wanted, was camaraderie and hard work and the attention to detail and really just being around some of the guys that are aligning. So it basically brought sports and work together, which was very enticing to myself. But it's tough. It was a tough balance because I had my work life and my family life, and those two things were so separate that it was finding the time for both was hard. I mean, everybody looks at the job of firefighting as, hey, you get a certain amount of days off, but there's a certain amount of time where you're just simply gone from home. And if you have young kids, you're missing soccer games, you're missing practices, you can't be coach, you're missing plays, you're missing just the affection and the life with your wife and your friends and your personal connections, and not be able to make plans and things of that sort, which is very tough on a family. So this therefore ended up becoming a battle. I'm going to say it out loud, is at the home life. It's you're balancing everything and something's got to give. Therefore, I ended up removing myself from the fire situation and not really knowing where I was going to be in life. What do I do? Like, what job am I going to do? How am I going to make money? So I'm like picking up odd jobs and figuring out who I am, because for the last 5 years I've been this fireman. That's what I tell people. And now people are asking me, hey, what do you do? I don't know. So I came to this crossroads where I'm figuring myself out and figuring my whole situation out. And I had this crazy idea that I'm just going to do something off the wall that's just going to kickstart me into my new future, right? So that was basically, I told myself, and I don't know where the hell I came up with this, is basically, I'm going to run a marathon and not train for it. So I gave myself about a week. Keep in mind, the most I've ever ran before this was 7 miles. And if you don't know what a marathon, the distance is, that's 26.2. So I've never pushed myself to these limits ever. I mean, yeah, I've competed at a high level and that sort, but never running this amount. So I set out, I started in Folsom over by the dam, and I ended up in Sacramento. So the first 15 miles weren't that bad. I was very surprised with myself. I'm running 8-minute miles, and then I hit this wall. And everybody knows the wall, and whether it's life, whether it's running, whether it's exercise, you hit a wall and you don't want to keep going. And this is basically where I found that like I can do more, I can bring more, and you have to push and persevere. So I ended up finishing the marathon. My legs were broke off and it was horrible. Those last 10 miles, whatever it was awful. I ended up not walking, but like barely even putting my feet in front of each other. And I ended up finishing in under 4 hours, which was awesome. I think it's 3 hours and 54 minutes and some odd seconds. So I was very proud of that, but it basically taught me to just persevere and I can do it. So I ended up finding real estate, always had an entrepreneurial spirit. And by like selling lemonade when I was a kid or mowing lawns or however I had to make money. And I found that basically real estate creates an avenue for myself, which I can have free time to go do the things that I was wanting to do when I was at fire and I couldn't do, such as coach my kids' soccer teams, go to barbecues with friends, travel. I love traveling. I love seeing new things. It's amazing. It's fun. And making an uncapped amount of money. I mean, it is nice feeling knowing that you don't have a limit on where your earning potential is you can put in a tremendous amount of effort, and if you stick the course and do the right things and do the right daily activities, you can make a good amount of money and also create free time for yourself. So I think the moral of the story is sticking to the grind, and things always have a way of kind of working themselves out. Like I know when I was in fire and I got out of it, I was just so down and I wasn't happy, and turns out it's actually a better situation for me, my life, my family, and I'm a better person because of it. So I think that's the goal here, is that we all want to have a good life and enjoy our one life that we're given. As the one and only Kelly Clarkson has quoted, "Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger." So hopefully this has inspired you. I want you to know that you can do things. You can do things that you never thought. We all get down. We all have tough times, but keep grinding, persevere, and it'll all work out. So I'm Ronnie, as always. Have the best day of life, and adios.